822, welcome to the show. Ethan and Lou's show, joined by Danbury Mayor Mark Boughton early this week. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
It is 8:22. Good morning. How we doing?
It's good to have you, man.
Nobody cares. What do you got?
Well, we read about it in the news times this morning. Danbury to crack down on massage parlors under proposed law. Here's what I got to ask you right out of the gate, right?
Yeah.
There's a picture in the article of the front of a business.
Yeah.
I'm getting messages from all of our listeners telling us where these places are. How have we not gotten them already?
Well, first of all, it's a difficult thing to investigate. You need probable cause, which means you need a complaint. So in the past, we have had that happen where somebody's wife would call the PD and make a complaint, and then we would be able to act on that by conducting some kind of undercover investigation. But it is a violation of your constitutional rights of that business if we just do it without probable cause. We have to demonstrate to the prosecutor that, we had complaints that something was going on there illegal, and, we then initiated an investigation. So people don't understand that. They're like, but look, it's right. Just go do it. It doesn't work that way. And it's a great way to get a court case thrown out of court. However, we have, over the last several years, implemented things like licensing, inspections, but now we're going all in. So, that's just all I got to tell you. It's a very comprehensive ordinance that covers just about everything. We don't want to see women exploited, treated horribly. They get stuck in these situations and they can't get out, and that's what happens in a lot of these places.
What's a table shower?
I've got one upstairs in my loft. I'll shoot you a picture. No, I don't. I have no idea.
Look, I did some research on this.
Ethan knows.
They are legitimate.
I don't know.
They're legitimate. Except when they're
it doesn't sound.
There are some
table
reputable businesses.
And they just chuck buckets of water.
No, there are reputable businesses in this area that have them, but also I think in the massage parlors,
right?
They may be used a bit differently.
We're talking to Danbury Mayor Mark Boughton about the crackdown on massage parlors where they do stuff in the back.
And if I could just interject here,
sure.
Lou and I actually have a mutual friend who's, I think, a very good friend of both of us. She runs a legitimate, all-in. You can get a prescription and go there for massages, right? And it's a legitimate business. So in the ordinance, our director of health, Lisa Morrissey, who's wonderful, by the way, I just want to give her a shout out.
Shout out.
She knows it when you see it. You know what I mean? She can go into there and say, okay, you guys are, you're doing the right thing. This is the way it's supposed to be done. And then she can figure out when it's nothing but a bunch of cots and, bare light bulbs and somebody standing up front that's not quite what it's purported to be outside. I just want to say, don't penalize all these places because there's some of them that are excellent.
Yeah, I wanted to share some information that I learned this morning while researching this topic so that we all know these terms going forward.
Right.
And then I'll follow that with a question.
Okay.
FBSM. That's full body sensual massage, That's a tip off if it's in a publication,
right.
Then you got DDG.
You guys are killing me. I got a re-election color. You're killing me. Go ahead.
DDG is just drop dead gorgeous.
Okay.
So maybe like you'd read in a publication, get an FBSM from a DDG, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't speak this language.
Now you know what's
do.
Going on. Yeah.
Now you do.
I don't know if the doctor's going to give you a prescription for that one.
No.
Do we have like those publications? Like, will Danbury show up in like one of these seedy publications, and is that probable cause?
It could be under the ordinance. But look, you just have to drive around. That's all you got to do, and you'll be able to find the couple that are still operating here. Most of them have been shut down. I don't know if people have noticed that, but there were many more when I first took office. But we changed the zoning regulations that made it much more difficult to get a zoning permit. But it's still not enough. And in light of the things that were going on in Florida and everything, and we had been working on this long before that. That is true, but we decided to expedite this and get it passed.
Who do I need to speak to at the Danbury Police Department to volunteer my time as an undercover John? My cover is Rufus, a jazz flautist.
We were talking about that off the air. We think we're going to put a GoPro camera on you and send you around and see what happens. Kind of make it like Borat.
I'm very busy this afternoon, but I'll free up my schedule if you can give me the full authority of a police officer in the city of Danbury.
I know you've always wanted that. You really has always wanted it.
Oh, man.
That's your thing.
It is my thing.
Cop.
Yeah, I'm an undercover.
You're almost a cop anyway.
I was almost a cop. That's scary for a lot of people, I'm sure, but, whatever.
And every mother out there wants to be a investigator because that's what they do for a living. They investigate their kids.
That's right.
They got them skills.
Well, it's good to hear that Danbury's all over this. I look forward to hearing from you how you read my blog, which will appear later at i95rock.com with this segment in it as you head towards re-election. And,
Thank you. I would say if you're a patron of those establishments, I would be very, very careful going forward.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
As we spoke of.
Right. I mean, that's what I said to Ethan. I mean, I just out of fear, I'd never walk into one of the, like you want to talk about ruining your life.
Exactly.
Huh? By the way, just
fun to read the customer list, though, wouldn't it?
Another mutual friend of ours did reach out, and you were supposed to reach out to me, and you didn't. But we're still doing that segment. Good for the hood thing.
Are you going to hook me up there? Yeah, I know. I gave her your name, and I said I would talk to you, and of course that wasn't. All right, good. I'm glad you're taking care of that. Is that
all taken care of. We're going to do the autism awareness segment with Emanuela Palmeris, I believe is how you pronounce it.
I really appreciate it. She's a terrific advocate. Works hard.
Yes. Danbury Mayor Mark Boughton, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, peace out, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Later. There you go.
8:28. Glad we got to the bottom of that.
We are at the bottom. No question.